a performative piece.
I noticed that everyone here was bringing a
You
lot
know that this set I play.
Oh, you know what? I thought of this ahead of time. I got drinks just in case. I didn't want to make you go get them. It's a Mountain Dew Code Red container, but it's got water. Of course it's got Mountain Dew. It's got the red one. Oh, this isn't even Mountain Dew. I don't even think that's the right shape. Hey, but seriously, if you see my script, it's on the ground somewhere. It's all my notes. There's so many words on that. Oh, I found the red one. Guys, don't worry. I figured it out. You gotta go 8 cans deep or so. That's the trick. Now that's how you get sponsorship. You dress nice, you show the products, name right to the camera. I'm sorry, this is about my origin story and why I'm like this.
Please tell us.
So, I've never been married. The closest I was 3, and I was at my cousin's house, and they had a neighbor who was about my age, and they were older, so I didn't get to choose the game. I guess I was hitting the bottle pretty hard. I don't have a lot of memories from that time, like face from Nick Jr., losing some teeth. It was a bad time, okay? I'm not saying I was at my best, I was at my 3. I was gonna do an entirely different set, and I'm like, the only way I'm gonna do this set is if they talk about church, and you fucks. Like, I had planned this set for almost 35 minutes. I thought it through. I gotta go back to church stuff. I'm like this because the church, I figured out early that I enjoyed comedy. I could use it to get out of trouble. At some point that accidentally turned into flirting. And so at my church, I had a girl who was on my basketball team because I was in 5th grade, and our dads played basketball together. They were gay. No, they weren't. That's just the joke we could say around the church back then. No, we couldn't. We would get killed. That's how the church works. She pulls me into a basketball closet and kisses, as elementary school kids do. And I was like, oh, this girl really likes me. And she would always go soft on defense when we played, and I'm like, aw. But then I found out that she had a crush on my older sister. I was like, oh, she was playing with her crush's younger brother. It wasn't, I don't want to beat you at the game, because I would play hard defense, you know? I wouldn't let her score, because I'm not letting this girl I have a crush on go to the hoop. She's only got one hand. So, I'm like, at least it's not going to get much worse than the girl I had a crush on has a crush on my sister. I figure that's a pretty fair bar. Yeah, I was wrong. A couple of years later, dated another girl from my church, as was tradition at the time. And she dated my friend, as middle schoolers do. And then I was like, oh, I gotta be okay with this, because that's also what middle schoolers do. And she brought her friend. I'm like, okay, you owe me one, as high schoolers do now. It's been a couple of years. And so I was flirting with her friend awkwardly, the only way I know how. And she invited me to go babysitting, because she doesn't know any better. So, my parents do, and so they would never let me babysit someone now. You could only imagine how they feel in the 90s. So, I'm going to my friend's house, I'm gonna walk to her house. They live in the same neighborhood, they walk to the school. I walk over there, and babysitting when I was in high school was pretty much make the kid wanna go to bed. So we played a little video games, decimated. Kid got no skills. And pretty soon he was crying, as kids do, because they're babies. And so I finally get my chance to make my move. The problem is I had no moves. My best move turned someone into a lesbian. I can't risk that. So I'm like, what do cool people do? Well, in the movies, cool people are like chewing gum and they kiss someone and they're chewing gum. I guess I watched maybe Grease. The problem was I didn't have gum, I had Tic Tacs. And so what proceeded, we'll call it the worst not-hockey game of my career, because I ended up with 3 Tic Tacs still in my mouth. And she left with questions. It was terrible. I couldn't let this go down as the kiss that ended it. So I get to the door, about to leave. No Tic Tacs, because I'm not gonna let that shit happen again. Turn around, and we have a kiss. It's just bad. I walk back to my friend's house on cloud 9. I get to my friend's house. He's like, hey, how'd it go? I'm like, it went really well. Like, really? How you know? I'm like, well, we had a kiss. It was terrible. Then we had a kiss. It was just bad. I think she likes me. He goes, oh, I think she likes me. I'm like, how do you know that? Because she blew me on the street. That's what my response could have been. It could have been that. It wasn't. Every thought I've had up to that point goes through my head like, holy shit, those Tic Tacs would have helped with dick breath. And I'm like, oh man, hopefully she's a lesbian. I'm doing everything I can to get out of this tough scenario. But I know one thing, I gotta talk to this girl because it's not a normal thing. That was a residential neighborhood. We're talking 1.5 acre plots. No less than 12 of her neighbors could have seen that blowjob. Like literal roadhead. You say roadhead, you think car. Like, no, she's from the streets. So, next time I see her with that youth group, I'm going up to her, I'm gonna tell her some fucking words. And her friend pulled me aside, she goes, you can't talk to her. I'm like, oh, I can't talk to her, watch me. And she's like, no, she's not gonna remember anything. I'm like, fuck her, she's not gonna remember anything. I go up to her, I'm like, hey, I have some questions for you. She goes, who are you? And now I have to question whether or not I'm living in Dawson's fucking Creek. Because it happens on the WB. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know how to react. Because I can't kiss someone without turning them gay or scared. And I have to deal with my friend who has a dick that gives people memory loss. Naturally, I'm intimidated. So we're sitting down for youth group, and I'm like, hey, what's the 1997 movie starring Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes? And she's like, Space Jam? I'm like, where's your fucking amnesia? Pastor's like, don't curse. Like, Pastor, this has nothing to do with you. The important thing is that you don't be there, like a fire. So I wasn't there any longer. A couple of years later, her friends are going to prom, and all of their friends are going, and they're like, you want to go to prom with this girl? I'm like, no. My best friend is going with her best friend. You have to go, because he's a friend. So I go to prom, but, because I'm no dummy, I know what she's into. So I hook up with her friend, outdoors, like a gentleman. She didn't enjoy it so much. So she's like, I don't want to talk to you for a while. I'm like, that makes sense. So I go to college, upstate, there's nothing to do but get abs. I got abs, I came back, she's like, wait a second, you're appealing? I'm like, oh shit. Not to you. And so she's like, you should come to my graduation party. Your friend's gonna be there who dated my friend, and everyone's gonna have drinking games. And I'm like, okay. I get there, and they feed me all the drinks, and they feed this girl all the drinks, so they want us to hook up. I guess this is season fucking 14, and who gives a shit creek. But they leave abruptly, and it's just the two of us drunk in her house, empty. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing this. I go upstairs to lay down in bed, go to sleep in the guest room. I hear the door open, she comes to bed, breathe on the back of my neck. I get up, something in the other room. I think I left the stove on. I go in there to check. It turns out it's the bed. I lay down and try to go to sleep. Sure enough, that door opens again. And I know who it is because there's two people in the house, and this house is not haunted. So, all of a sudden the covers move, I feel her breath on the back of my neck, and I hear the words I don't want to hear. Hey. So I say what anyone would in that situation. Suck my dick. And she responds, ew, gross. And I say, would you like to take this outside? And she goes, you're an asshole. I'm like, well then get out of your bed. And I can't help but think, I should have just said, you know, I've been married for nearly 23 years, and I don't have to deal with any of this at home. In retrospect, but, you know. Oh, I forgot to play music. It appears as though I'm just about out of time.
Microphone is on. I can click to start at any moment. It's Bubby, B-U-B-B-Y, as the password, but the game is like Will Wagner Music, I think, is the name of the server. It might be capital B-U-B-B-Y. Is I feel bad, like, because the whole stream shut down. Did we lose? Did we lose our third? I'm unable to click to start. Wait. Okay. Maybe I can invite you. Is there a way that I can get names on here? Maybe oh wait, does it say it down there? It's version 41.78.7. We have power for 14 days. So that's good. Um Maybe I should add on friends. Look at all those mods. Okay. Is the game able to be found by you? All right. Interesting. Yeah. Let me make sure that our whole team is on the prowl. Let me look at my Steam here. The version you want to be on is 41.78.7. That's the last 41. And then wait. I think it Maybe I can send you a thing on Steam and I can invite you. I think. My friend code, I can copy the friend code. It's in Steam, it's I think that's it. Oh, there's 3 ones. Sorry, it's 111998509. I figured I also have like I didn't have the chat open. I'm keeping as little open on my computer as possible. Okay. It says that person doesn't exist. So bizarre. Like maybe this is why less people use Steam, because it's very yeah, it says that you don't exist on Steam. That's weird. If you go into add a friend, there's a friend code. That's the number thing. Oh good. I should have, like, you should have gotten a game invite. Okay. I am not sure if oh man, the game has still been running this whole time. I sent an invite in the game. Okay, right? To invite your friends. Double click on the name whilst and send the invite. Okay. Yeah. I wanna invite you. I don't know how to. I'm looking for your name on here to ID. I put my code into the chat a while ago. But I can look you up on Steam. If you have a Steam ID, I could try to invite you through that. Public Universal Rent. There's a lot of icons. Are you the British one? The one with a gold crown? The one with the pink face? The one with the red hair? I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, there's like 20, well, 15 or so. There's Finland, Japan, UK, United States. There's a guy named Chris, Canada, Ireland, Brighton, and Hove. Oh, good. Accept. So I go allow, double click, and it says you're invited. So that's what I did for both. So I invited you. I invited both, but there seems to be a little bit of a difficulty in connecting to the game. Okay. That mean all three of us are good? I mean, as good as we could be? Okay. So I think the password, the server password is Bubby, capital BUBBY, but only the first letter is capital. And the other one should be Will Wagner Music, all one word, or dash multi. Will Wagner Music dash multi. I wish that there was a way to look it up in here. Is there a way to display the server and that information in here? I wonder. Oh no. Well, the one thing I thought was doing the invite might have had us able to skip baseball. The credentialing. It's so foggy out currently in the world. Well, I promise I wouldn't lock you out. Is there anything that I need to do on my end, do you think, to help with the process? There's a bar, but there's no TVs in the bar? Oh shit, I don't want to go outside. It is too dark. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah. The computer wants to play Zomboid. It's too dark out for it to be healthy to go out. There's no rest option for... Ishtown might be... Grab 'em all. What time do you think it is in game here? Oh wait, I got a map here. Okay. I'm gonna sit on the ground and figure out where I'm at in the world. Oh, okay. I see where I'm at. I'm by the bait shop, burgers, convenience store, and food market. Okay, I'm ready to explore the world. Yeah, I didn't... It only let me pick, like, that one. Whoa. This is a two-seater? Shit. Probably goes fast. Well, I think the game freezes when I pause here. Unless I move the controller. Okay. So, I can show you what version I have. Which version do you have? Because it's not a problem for me to change it. I'm not sure which version, because when I went to Steam, the second to last one was the Legacy 4178-7. I'm not sure which one you would have had was. Because I thought that the it's the second to last one. Like, the last one is unstable, and the second one is Legacy 4178. I could have picked 77, 73, 71, or 68, or Classic. And then there's Legacy B38. That's far, far back. Oh, wow. So there's one after this. I'm not sure. Oh, it's in beta participation. I mean... Huh. I don't think I can, it doesn't let me select that one. 40, 41, 78, 16. Maybe I can... Wait a second. No, no. I'm currently trying to get it to work. The goal of this is to get it to work, not to have a functional thing. Like, I don't plan on surviving tonight, but at the same time, figuring out how to connect would make it easier in the future. So, $41, 78, 16. Yeah. I'm looking it up right now. It's just not as selectable. That's 417816 is the one I'm trying to change to. I'm trying to change to yours. Because that's what both of you have. And I'm looking it up in the Steam, because I see where it came out, and oh, this is gonna go badly.